Because Rick talks about things, and you know what? Not everyone knows what Rick's talking about. So I'm here to. This is what he's talking about for the common folk.
That was fun. For me, it was surreal. I never expected to win, and it had always been a lifetime goal of mine to get out to Indonesia and help the orangutans. So it was a dream come true.
Give it a 10 because of how excited I knew he would be about this experience. And for myself, I was just so excited to see everything that was about to happen and where we were about to go, all places that I've never been. I give it a 10 all the way.
I wasn't scared of anything. I was excited. I don't think I ever had any fear. I think the only fear I had was that we wouldn't get to do certain things. That would be the only fear that I had.
I was scared of a lot of things.
Well, you go with what you thought. Probably didn't really care much for the humidity. That was probably my biggest fear. I loved just being there, being in another place, the other side of the world. That was awesome.
I was so scared because I really thought that I was going to be eaten by some kind of like crazy animals and monsters until I got there and realized that everything I thought up in my head was nothing as crazy as it was.
I mean, I think, you know, when you talk about memorable, it was like almost the whole trip because we didn't want to have expectations. We knew kind of like what the end game was, but there was so many different parts that were always, we were constantly learning, constantly seeing, constantly doing.
Every day was an adventure. It was completely packed with activities and knowledge and learning experiences. It was
2 guys from New York City in the middle of Indonesia. That wraps it up.
And somehow it all worked. It all worked. I know.
Okay.
My turn again.
No.
I was scared of the sun bears. I saw its nails.
Claws. For me, it was just the beginning. It was just the start. Because while we were there, we were just talking about so many ideas of things that we could do and really understanding the impact that humans have on the ecosystem.
For me, it was, Rick's always been passionate about so many things, but always been passionate about the orangutans and just saving the environment. So for me, it was actually experiencing firsthand and finally really understanding what it was that he's been so just engulfed with his whole life. I finally understood it. So for me, coming away from that, I feel it just bonded us closer and I have a better understanding of what he believes in.
Boss Foundation. If you really want to get involved, follow Boss Foundation on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can even search hashtags. So look for OrangutanFreedom because that's where this whole trip was born out of. See that?
See?
Look at that. Hashtag right there.